This is the last episode.
Okay, in theory, should be good. It looks like, at least I'm somewhat good. It's not.
No, you're not.
All right.
Never have, never will be.
Thanks, boy.
Why can't you be like your Uncle Johnny?
What?
Can't you be more like your stepbrother? Can't you be like him?
Hey guys, this is the last episode podcast. My name is Lewis.
I'm Andres. It's also a podcast, but sure.
What?
You said pitcast.
Oh.
Did you not hear you abbreviate the O into nothingness?
I don't think I did.
You didn't hear yourself obliterate the sound for O? Just throw it
I
into
murdered
the void.
that O, dude.
You do that almost every week.
Do I really?
Well, you do something with the word podcast or something.
Yeah, sometimes I used to say PCast.
Because you'll
but I got
obliterate
annoyed at myself.
You'll obliterate a part of a word and then I don't know what happens to it.
Yeah, you know it's funny because it started out as a joke for me because I think that's funny.
You've
And
ruined your own language.
I think it becomes such an integral part of my vocabulary. I don't even try anymore.
You're dumbing yourself down for literally no one but you.
I did very well in school, I promise. Especially in like English.
Yeah, which is extra dumb, considering how you speak on purpose.
Oh yeah, totally. I think that's why. Maybe that's why. Oh God, I almost ruined everything. I have degrees.
A degree.
Oh no.
You almost threw the podcast into the wall.
I almost threw. I hit my monitor and it just almost because it's okay. Let me describe this real quick. So my desk is about 2 inches from the wall. And I have this monitor stand that's on 4 very tiny, thin legs. And this happens to me a lot where I'll hit the monitor or something and one of the legs will just fall right behind the desk and everything gets ruined. And that almost happened. I actually am very surprised it didn't. So that, you know what that means? All it means is that there is a God. All it means.
What's his name? Oh, what's her name?
I don't know.
Steve.
It's
Minecraft Steve.
Minecraft. No, it's
Herobrine?
Yeah, Herobrine.
Shout out to
Herobrine or Herobrine?
Herobrine.
Doesn't matter. It's not real.
I wish it was. I wish
they
Herobrine
should have just added it in, right? They never did.
No, but they tease. I think they would like at some point.
That game is 7,000 years old at this point. They're not gonna.
There's like a million mods for it. Who cares?
Right. Well, but most people play it on console at this point, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because there's so. Well, I think it's if you aggregate all of the different consoles that it's on.
Oh yeah,
which is now
everything,
now including the 3DS.
Yeah.
It totally, I believe, outsells the PC version, which makes sense. If you count mobile,
it's smart that they're gonna let everyone play on the same server, except for PS4,
except for
Sony
PS4?
consoles.
Except for Sony consoles.
Yeah, because they're being weird about it.
Well, it's Sony.
They're being the same way with Rocket League too, and that sucks.
Yeah, that's why. I think that's why we haven't seen a release date for Rocket League on the Switch. I'm gonna get a mint, and hopefully that'll help my sore throat.
Your throttle. He's leaving everyone. He's leaving the podcast for good, just like my dear old dad. Remember that time
I must do this.
Remember that time when my dad was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get some mints," and then he did, and then it was very good. And we had a good old time.
I could have paused. Man, I could have paused. Man, I'm in a pause. All right, guys. This.
Mean rectal? What is that called? The rectal check? You puts your finger in your butt?
Yeah, that's what that is.
And you get really grumpy because your butt hurts for a couple days?
Yeah, that's why it's called men pause. Because you pause.
Why isn't it called Her Story?
What?
You never heard that?
All right, guys.
Why do they call it history? They should call it Her Story. You never heard that before?
God. Oh. Because God was a man, he doesn't care about women because y'all suck. All right, guys, make sure you rate
Declarative statement.
Objectively.
There was an exclamation point at the end of that phrase. Quote him on that during his presidency in 2048.
My favorite iPhone game. Remember 2048?
No.
Oh, it was.
I don't play phone games. I don't like phone games. They're bad.
Some of them are fun.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes, and I just rather listen to music.
My favorite game on my phone is called Atomass.
They're going to say that your alarm.
Shut up.
Because bad jokes.
Yeah, Atomass. It's Atom AS.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's a really horrible name. But it's I'm not gonna explain this game. Google it. It's real good. You pretty much match elements together and.
Bejeweled?
No, it's in a circle and it's not that at all. Make sure you rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Listen to us on Google Play Music. Rate and review.
He's talking through a cup.
I was gonna say way worse things.
You already did.
Way worse.
Started the podcast really bad. So
this might be one like top 10 worst Which, by the way, that statement is my favorite.
Top 10 worst. Brought to you by Screw Attack and Stuttering Craig.
Oh, you know what it is? I think I've had such a day. Like, there's been so many things that have happened already. You know what I mean? Like, usually on Sundays, I go to work and then I come home, rest for like 3 hours, and then we do the podcast.
The day has not stopped.
Today has. I've been awake since 6 a.m. Went to work. Then we went to go see it. I saw it again. He's Andres for the first time, and now we're here.
You also ate a burrito.
I had a burrito. Oh God, that burrito.
Was it very tasty?
It was Miguel's. Not sponsored, but you should because you like it.
Miguel's is like Corona only, except for like a restaurant or two.
No, it's not Corona only. I think it's just SoCal only.
I think Miguel's Jr. is.
No, Miguel's Jr. is around. I think there's one in LA. I think there's one like right next to my school.
Really? Because that's not how it used to be. Because the founder, like the son's founder,
the founder's
lived
from
here.
Yeah, for sure. But they're not. They're
and also
known.
like one of the who's the freaking Blink-182 drummer?
Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about the people that are interesting that come from our little city.
Oh, Ronda Rousey. She's from Inland Empire.
She's from Inland Empire.
She's like Redlands or something.
I don't give diddly damn about the IE.
Yeah, no, IE sucks.
I give a damn about the IP. Hey girl, give me your IP.
Okay, address.
Give me your Mac address.
ID.
Give me your Mac ID.
Yeah.
The ultimate at a bar.
Yeah. So DVGs from the Inland Empire.
Now you have to retract your old statement of IE sucks.
No. I'm not gonna do that ever.
California's okay though.
California as a state is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We have shit.
The only thing is that
we have shit to do here, so I don't want to leave.
At any point, God will swallow us whole.
Yeah, but I'll be gone, so whatever.
Yeah,
nerds.
that's the only thing that does that. One of the only things that sucks about California is that
we'll get
one
shaken
day we
to
won't
death.
be here anymore.
We'll get shaken to death.
Yeah.
Before anything cool happens.
Yeah, and it's not like
unless Pacific
Florida.
Rim real, then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I wish Pacific Rim was real.
I don't.
I do.
I think it's cool, but I don't want to live in a world where giant fish monsters fight giant robots real life.
I could get a big robot.
You won't, though.
The possibility doesn't exist, but I could think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And make me feel better.
I feel the same way about going into space. You know what I mean?
Oh, but we can do that though.
Are you a good enough boy to go into space?
No, you just have to pay monies.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Space hotels. We can still do that.
I
will settle for that.
When do you think space hotels will
settle
be a
for
thing?
that.
When do you think that'll be a thing? Will that be a thing
they
in our
exist
lifetime?
or just in extreme testing?
Yeah, like when do you think that'll be like a commercial thing? Will that be our lifetime?
Do you mean like for rich people or for just people in
Rich
general?
people for sure.
Like 2025.
Really?
Yeah, because they just go in a little orbit.
Okay.
But that's still space technically. Yeah. So I'm not gonna if I ever get up, they're not gonna be like, oh, I'm still in the stratosphere. This doesn't count. I'm in space, motherfuckers. I'm here. Now I can die.
I'm not on this planet. I can go walk out.
Yeah, I walk out of the pod into the sun and on invisible stairs
into the sun.
It's a long walk, but I'll do it.
Yes.
Take me a couple years, but I'll get to the sun.
Well, that's where the Skywalker name comes from.
Yeah, he walked really far and he got blessed with Jedi powers in the sun. Don't they have two suns?
What? Oh, Tatooine.
Yeah, Tatooine has like two suns, right? Yeah. That's a dumb detail that I remembered.
I think I believe Neil deGrasse Tyson confirmed that that's a possibility.
Sure.
I believe. I might be wrong about this. I might be making this up.
Whatever.
I don't know.
It's sci-fi.
It's sci-fi. Who cares?
Well,
yeah.
Star Wars is like more science fantasy, so who cares?
Oh, yeah. It's not even sci-fi.
It's science fantasy, which doesn't make it any worse. There's magic there.
Yeah,
so.
It makes it better, in my opinion, because I don't think... Star Wars as movies aren't great, fight me, but I think if they were sci-fi instead of sci-fantasy, no.
God, there'd be no charm. There's no personality or flavor.
I think like 90% of what makes Star Wars good is the charm of how bad, just the charm of what it is.
Of how simple it is.
Yeah, it's very simple.
But there's nothing wrong with a simple story told a simple way.
Yeah, you know what simple midi-chlorians are, guys? Make sure you follow us on Instagram at The Last Episode Podcast.
Learn about those hot midi-chlorian takes.
I forgot the rest.
I killed them.
Oh, ask us questions. Lastcastask at gmail.com. So things have happened this week. Many things. It is known. I'm on season 3 of Game of Thrones for my 5th time. I'm realizing that Roz, which is the prostitute.
Roz Perot?
Yeah. The prostitute that Theon is boning, smashing. What's better, smashing or boning? I think smashing's better.
These both sound wrong coming out of your face. So neither.
All right. Roz is the prostitute that Theon was smashing in the first season and then leaves to King's Landing. And then spoiler alert, in season 4 she gets murdered or season 4 or 3, I think at the end of 3 actually, Joffrey kills her with the crossbow. Now I remember Joffrey killing a prostitute in season 3, and I also remember that there was a prostitute that Theon was smashing in season 1. I didn't realize that they were the same two people, and then I didn't realize until this rewatch that that character ends up becoming Littlefinger's like advisor and like secretary. She moves up in the world. And it makes me sad knowing what happens to her, because her arc is actually extremely interesting. She's a very unimportant side character, but it's very, very interesting. And I didn't realize that till my 5th time watching the show, because there's a lot of things happening in this thing. Also, Jesus played Destiny 2 or whatever.
I did play Destiny 2.
Talk about that.
The hot new release that
happened like 3 weeks ago.
Well, it's like I think it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but yeah, they've released
multiple weeks.
They've released the. Is it the? Not. It's not the raid.
I don't know. It's not on PC yet, so I don't care.
When does it come out on PC again? Like the end of this month?
I don't know. I'm not gonna get it until Christmas probably.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny 2. See, my experience with Destiny, I played vanilla Destiny around the time it came out. Got to like the 2nd or 3rd, essentially like area, and I was like, man, there's nothing going on here, and I just dropped it.
Dang.
Like, I'm not the only person that was kind of a common thing.
Wait, was this Destiny 1 or Destiny 2?
Destiny 1.
Okay.
Because that game was kind of void of a lot of content for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Because it's meant to be, when they first talked about the Destiny, because it was meant to be like a project. They said it was meant to be a 10-year long lifespan for this game.
Really?
Yes. Very vague, but just this, that basically what it really means is, we'll use the IP for 10 years. That's what it really means.
That's now what I don't think I have a feeling that's not
what
it
meant originally. But what it kind of implied was that.
Yeah.
And what they did promise, actually, and then they broke it for Destiny 2, was that everything you do will be carried over into everything.
Yeah.
And for Destiny 2, they kind of give you something for everything. Because in Destiny 1, Destiny 1 got a lot. All it really is you get to keep your characters come over, but they get Metroided, so they lose all their abilities and start at level 1. You got to bring them, their appearance is the same, you got to bring them over. And whatever accomplishments you did on your account, like whatever raids you did or DLCs you finished or what have you, they like tell you that in like a special cutscene, which is kind of nice, but
it's kind of like a Mass Effect thing where like but like the story follows.
The story is a little bit different, but really all it changes in the actual story of it as well is that you'll meet an enemy and it'll be a different piece of dialogue because you've seen them before.
All right.
It's just like little things. I thought it'd be like it'd give you like different like exclusive cosmetics or
like we all knew that they couldn't just carry over your stats because that'd be crazy.
But I thought they'd carry over more.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you got like a special gun or something. You got like
because they promised stuff like that. They might it's gonna roll out later.
Yeah, it's like you got to choose one weapon from your old.
That'd be the exotics, by the way, because exotics are the unique like legendary items.
Yeah, so you get to get one special thing.
I thought it'd be like that, like you got an exclusive exotic or something.
Yeah, that'd have been nice.
Or like an exclusive.
By the way, I've never played Destiny ever because I don't have a
That's
console.
Kind of fair. Yeah. Because this game
I don't have a console. It doesn't matter anyways.
It's a very particular Skinner's box kind of game.
It always looked cool. Like it looked like when Destiny,
it's a beautiful looking game.
Well, first of all,
even on console.
Yeah.
Like
when Destiny came out, first thing I thought was like, okay, so they copied Warframe, and then I thought this game deserves to be on PC. It just deserves it. I don't understand why it wasn't.
Activision contract with
Got
Sony.
It.
That's what it was.
All right, fair
and
enough.
also being tied to PS3 and PS4 for a while, and then it became next gen only. Destiny 1's a weird little game.
Okay, and then so once Destiny 2 announced like, okay, we'll be releasing on PC, I was like, thank God.
60 FPS, 4K.
60, yeah, it's the kind of game that looks very nice.
Rolling
and
out that
also
red carpet.
The type of game it is, it's such a PC idea
because MMOs are PCs.
Exactly. But like an FPS sci-fi thing, like there's no other console game like that. No. It's like there are a million PC games like
Warframe
that.
is on console, by the way.
Well, now it is. It wasn't originally.
Yeah.
And it's not even like close to what it is on PC.
Well, there's this little sci-fi series that Bungie used to work on that was on console.
It was on PC also. It's on PC.
And then it finished on console.
Yeah. Only
Halo.
1, only Halo 1 and 2, and then now aren't they?
I think like Halo 5 is on PC,
like that. Like, but it's only on the Microsoft
people
store.
People who I grew up with who were Halo fans don't give a shit about Halo anymore. They have moved on.
They have I think Reach. Well, for sure, most people probably left at 3, and then the rest left at Reach.
Reach or ODST, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
ODST was like the smaller.
I add ODST into 3.
Yeah,
just because
it's kind of a smaller game.
Thing. Well, yeah.
ODST was dope. Reach was a great way to end that series and it's not played anymore.
Which is funny because it's not even an end.
No, it's a prequel game.
Prequel,
of like and that game is great. It has one of my favorite ending missions of all time.
I played it, but I didn't play it.
Do you know what the ending mission is?
I don't know.
Okay, well, are you ever going to play it?
I don't have a console.
Okay, minor spoiler for like a game that's like 6 years old.
Yeah,
if you care about Halo. The final mission is just you're the last person in your squad left. And it's just you're in a big battlefield full of just things like weapons and enemies.
Okay.
And the mission prompt shows up in the top left. All it says, survive. And you just fight until you die.
That's super rad.
It's dope.
It's kind of like the beginning of Battlefield 1.
Yeah, but it did it way before and it's way cooler.
Yeah, no, that's way cooler. That kind of like makes my heart feel weird. Because that's so cool.
It's awesome. Because it comes out of nowhere, just like survive.
Dang.
It's great.
That's super rad.
Yeah, Halo Reach is a good ass game. I don't even like Halo as a series, to be honest. Like I think the lore is stupid. Chief is not an interesting character because he has no character.
The first Halo is a very good game because it wasn't serious.
It's a good ass video game. Halo Classic is great.
Halo Classic is silly and awesome.
Also, well, I love the gunplay of Halo. The gameplay of Halo is great. I love the weapon design. I will always be sad they got rid of dual wielding for everything. That was awesome. And the Needler is still like the best fake pistol ever made. Next to the guns from Blade Runner. They make that really cool beeping noise. Like it's my top tier of like sci-fi weapons.
Okay. Anyways,
but
Destiny 2.
Bungie made Destiny, and just like the first one, it still has the same benefits of gunplay is really solid because it's the people who made one of the best shooter series of all time.
Yeah.
It's Bungie. Good art direction, fantastic music. The story in this game.
Which one? Destiny 1 or 2?
Destiny 2.
Okay.
Destiny 1. Kind of a big problem with it was, are you aware of how they were telling it?
They didn't really. It was all like,
there was like the way they did it. They were very like mystical about how they described how things worked in the universe. And then if you want to read more about it, you had to go to a website, by the way, to read like info cards.
The way I understand it is like, imagine if like Star Wars was like the story of Star Wars was only told through the Force.
Okay, no, you know when Anakin's first learning about, Luke's when he's first learning about the Force.
Yeah.
The whole game's like told like that.
Yeah.
Except like when the narrator's talking, it's told like that. And it's kind of a neat flavor idea, but you're just like, there's no substance here.
Yeah.
And if there was more, which I've heard there was more, but I didn't bother going back because
why?
No. Destiny 2 is designed that you're not really meant. If you knew the first story, the story of the first one, that's fine. If you didn't, you're not missing much. Because the opening of Destiny 2 it's a neat idea, is the hub area that you hung out in Destiny 1 is getting attacked and it gets destroyed.
Okay.
And you're going through that as the first mission. And the first mission's kind of nice, but it feels very standard cinematic FPS.
Yeah.
Like nothing too special, but it's
super on rails type of thing.
It's on rails and it's just you're watching cool things happen and you're not doing all of them.
Yeah.
But it's a very standard side. It makes sense, but it's very like by the numbers, nothing special. The way they give characters personality is they either do a witty quip or they're serious.
Okay.
Not a lot going on.
There's no depth.
No, there's not much there, which is a shame. Because the main characters are just like the main class trainers of Destiny.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 main classes. It's the hunter, I can't remember the tank boy's name, and then the warlock. Okay. It's just like those trainers are like the main characters that you do story with. I played Destiny 2 for, I guess, like maybe up to like 12 to 18 hours. Over the course of like 2 days, like 2 to 3 days, just to like see what is like a good chunk of this game going to be.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of the video game.
The level cap in the game is like, for your character's level 20. You reach that fairly easily.
Okay.
The real point of Destiny is to do the end game.
Which is?
The end game is getting, because there's 2 stats for your level. Like your overall, there's your character level, which is just level 1 to 20. That's irrelevant for most of it. Your real measure of how ready you are for the big boy content, which is raids and the DLC stuff, is your power level. Okay. Which is, it averages out like the number, like the defense numbers and damage numbers on all your equipment, and it gives you an average, like this is your power. Like it's like, if you are this power, you are ready enough to do X. And certain gear, like the gear goes from like, it goes like common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and an exotic. But at a certain point, when you reach like a certain character level, they just stop dropping you commons, which is nice. And it just goes rares, uncommons, legendaries, exotics. But really, once you get to the end game, you're hunting for exotics and legendaries. Okay. Just to get your whole level cap up. Because you're meant to get ready for end game content, which requires you to have a certain number to be at a certain place so you can do it. Okay. And that grind is faster than it used to be. It doesn't feel that bad, but you have to enjoy that grind.
Yeah, I've heard that's like the biggest thing about Destiny
it,
of just like the grind, like the game is the grind.
Is the grind. It's designed around it.
Yeah.
Because it is designed to make you feel very good when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they kind of have loot boxes in game for stuff.
Okay.
For your equipment. They're called engrams.
Yeah. I've seen some videos on it. It seems somewhat complicated, but not really.
It's explained poorly.
That's probably
that's
why.
The problem that I still have with Destiny 2. There are a lot of like little microsystems that I'll just like feed into. Here's how you grind.
Yeah.
There's actually not that many.
And do they like try to throw them all at you at the beginning? And
no,
just,
that's the problem. They're there the whole time.
You just don't know. Oh, that's even
But you don't know what they do.
See, that's the thing about.
Or you'll hear about it from a friend who's ahead of you, and you're like, what do you mean? What is that?
It's one of my least favorite things about games.
I've watched people play Destiny 1. I'm like, what the fuck is an engram? What is that?
There's
multiple types, by the way.
That's like one of my least favorite things about like Breath of the Wild does this. Okay, how do you the surfing on a shield thing is not explained in game.
It's also not needed.
It's not needed, but I'm just saying like types of thing like that where if you didn't see the trailers and didn't know that you could surf on your shield in Breath of the Wild, there's no way you would have held your left trigger and then press B.
This is like a complete fluke,
right? Yeah, unless you're just like happen to do that, right? Like,
but the game's like kind of built around
and you have to be already on a downhill. Like it's
well, like that's an oversight of just making the world meant to be
and then
discovered all the time. But Destiny is not that kind of game. It is a very that's another problem with this game. They tried to make the hub worlds, not the hub worlds, but the worlds you explore to do the grinding for your gear, interesting with more things to do.
Okay.
And to be fair, there is the public events, which
I've heard they've fixed because
they're faster, they're easier to see, and they happen more often.
Originally, the public events just happened randomly.
You had to like go onto a website.
Yeah, but it wasn't even their website. It was like someone else figured it out.
No, it was fans who made it because they try to keep that. They try to hide the mechanics of the machine hidden away.
Yeah.
Nice idea for a point, but this is a grind game, so people just went, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah,
we'll do this for ourselves.
Now it's all on a calendar, and you can just look it up in game.
It'll be like, event will be here in 4 minutes. Yeah. You go do it. But everything that is not the strikes, because as you play through the story, you unlock more stuff in the game. Like you unlock more things to do.
Yeah.
You unlock the PvP, which not fun.
Really?
I don't understand people who play only that. It's not fun. Like, it's bad Halo multiplayer. It's 4v4. It's 4v4 deathmatch or like objective domination. It's not very fun.
Like there's not okay.
There might be other modes. I didn't see them because I don't like PvP in that game at all.
Yeah, I like PvP. Like Doom's PvP is fun.
They've fixed it a lot. Yeah. I've heard it's a lot better now.
Yeah, like they're like I like games that have PvP.
Because you can still get gear by doing PvP. They're like you get a random drop when you beat a PvP match, whether you win or lose.
I still play Black Ops 3 multiplayer, guys.
Fair.
But
the PvP for Destiny 2, nothing to write home about, nothing special. I don't like it. But the whole thing of that game, it's like a Diablo or like any game of an MMO. You are grinding for gear.
Yeah.
So what do players do when they want to get gear? They will find and optimize the fastest things you can do in-game to get gear.
Yes.
Which is those strikes once you get them.
Oh, okay.
Once those strikes are unlocked, you really have no reason to do
anything else.
The hub world stuff. Because what's there is like little small dungeons you can go run.
Okay. Is it like fetch quest type things or
there are side quests that are actually like decently they're like their own.
Like how long are
separate.
Okay,
side quests are separate.
Okay.
So like there's two things to do in the hub world.
Mm-hmm.
There is just killing random mobs that spawn, which is just a thing that always around.
Mm-hmm.
You get to find chests which contain an item, a type of item that you go redeem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll break it because there's items you can get that you give to a character in that hub world.
I don't know if we need to go too in depth on the mechanics.
No, it all repeats itself. That's the problem with this game.
Okay.
If you find a chest or you find a specific item that's just laying around in the world, or you do one of those dungeons that they have. Those are 3 things you can do in the hub world just at any time. Those feed into a bar that you feed in a currency that you get from doing those things that give you an engram, which is essentially just a loot box for this game that gives you random equipment and gear and shaders for your equipment.
Okay.
That it all feeds into doing the same thing of just feeding into reputation to get that.
Just level up, get an engram.
But doing that stuff for the most part, like consistently, is a waste of time. It's just do the strikes. We'll do the daily events. They're faster. You get that currency by doing it, even if you fail, like doing the special version of it.
Okay.
And you're guaranteed gear if you do it with people who know how to play it. It's faster.
Yeah.
So all that extra stuff they added, it's like there's no point.
Yeah.
Because after like maybe like level 5 or 10, you're never gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because you want to spin that wheel to get your gear faster. So you're just gonna do the thing that's more efficient.
Yeah.
So that all that content they made is like moot. there's like no reason to do it.
Like on Black Ops 3 for me, anytime I want to just grind to get Liquid Divinium, what I do is I do the giant, Deriz, the map that everyone knows. I do the catwalk strategy. Wait till I get a whatever LMG, sit in the catwalk and just get headshots, and literally within 30 minutes I have like 4 Liquid Divinium, which is a lot.
But there's more to do outside of that. Like, that's not the main drive of that game. It's just, that's the thing you can do if you want is grind for stuff.
Yeah.
But Destiny is designed fully around the grind process of it.
Yeah.
So it feels like, I guess they try to make the worlds feel more alive, and they do feel a bit better. Like, they look really nice. Like, one of them is, it's like an oil rig.
How open are these worlds?
They're pretty big. They're large, but they're designed better where they're more designed around vertical space.
And how many are, like, is it
They're planets you go to. Planet / one of them is a moon. There's a central
how many
hub.
planets, and because I have no idea how big the world of like the game of Destiny is.
Let me see. There's like 1, 2. There's like about 4 places you can go run around.
Okay,
but they vary in size.
Okay, so
some of them are a little bit bigger than others, but they're decently large.
Yeah. See, I always thought that like I had no idea was Destiny just like you go to like I don't know like 50 planet, like how big
they're
is this
bigger
game?
than like some of the large areas of Borderlands, to give you context.
Okay.
But that's
pretty big.
You have decent movement in the game, and which I kind of get why they did it. There's an item in the game called the Sparrow, which is like the little hover motorcycle thing that you get.
Yeah.
In Destiny 1, they gave you that super early. Like,
yeah.
But in this game, they wanted to make you feel like you
have to work for it.
Well, they want to give you a reason to be on foot, so you go check out those other things on the map.
That's cool.
But I get that, but
it's funner. It's more fun to just drive around
because the world's so big.
Yeah.
It's like just there's fast travel as well, but it's like
it's fun to drive a thing.
Give me the fast thing a little bit quicker, but that's like a little side complaint with that.
It's a side complaint that I've heard a lot of people talk about.
Yeah, because people are used to the Sparrow, just you give it to you immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's trademark of Destiny. There was events in Destiny 1 that you just race those on maps.
That's cool.
People didn't like them, but they did it because like, fuck it, it's something to do.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
But after that, because I didn't quite finish the story, there's like a couple more things that unlock after. It's just like more quests to get like an exotic, which is like the highest tier weapon in the game. But after that, the real grind of after level 20 and just getting ready for is every time, because you hit a level cap, but every time you level up that and you fill that bar, you get an engram.
Yeah.
It's called the bright engram, and you get like a cosmetic. You get stuff from it every time you level up, which makes you feel good for like not, like you don't feel bad for hitting the level cap too early because you're still getting things even if you're. XP still matters when you're killing things, even when you're max level, which is a nice feedback loop.
You get stuff even though your number is the same.
You're looking for chests, and you're doing those strikes to get an item called Legendary Engrams, which just gave you really good loot.
Yeah,
there's a rare. They drop rarely from like high level enemies, or just treasure chests you find in the world. Well, like special treasure chests, because there's 2 types, but one has a chance of dropping it for you, and just trying to find the highest level gear you can, and then buying items to make your gear a little bit stronger to get ready.
Okay.
And that's kind of the loop of it for a lot of it. / making yourself look cooler. That's a part of it as well, because you can level up certain tiers of weapons. You can of weapons or gear, you can level them up just to make them match your current average light level, power level. But other than that, it's just if you don't like that run around of just getting better gear, getting better loot.
Yeah.
Because after I got to level 20 and was like kind of on the treadmill of doing that stuff, the magic was melting a little.
And you're only like what at that point? How
like
long?
Maybe 18 to 20 hours in.
Okay.
But I was playing solo.
Yeah.
And for that time when I was playing, I was still having a lot of fun. My brain melted into the game. I was just playing.
Do you think you're going to buy this game?
I think I'm going to wait
and see what
the first expansion is.
Got it.
Because really what the Taken King's one made people say, hey, give Destiny 1 another chance. And that was a big one. It was like a $35 expansion. Like it was huge. But it added like a whole new hub area. It added more story. It was a lot of new content.
Yeah.
I want to see what is their plans for their first big patch.
Got it.
Because this game does like run like a week by week things change. So I want to see what is their first big event.
Like main thing, yeah.
I'm curious. Because I would consider buying this game.
Yeah. I'm definitely waiting. Well, I mean, I don't even, it's not on PC, but when that, you know what I mean? I won't be getting it right away.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Because this is really a game that it's hard to even review it.
Yeah,
because
dude, I've noticed it's real. Even listening to you, I'm just like, God, it's
because it's a game as a service. Yeah. Like a lot of games are, but this one truly is. It's meant to be like that way from like day one.
There's a lot of things.
Which is kind of fun in a way.
But it sounds like it's definitely worth it. Like even
honestly,
if you're the kind of person that likes the 20-hour shooter experience,
like legitimately,
which is a lot of games,
the single player is worth playing.
Yeah,
it's not that bad. It's kind of fun.
If you enjoy
the story,
those games,
is like nothing. It's just void of nothing.
But most shooters are. So
but you could do it and just kind of play it till you get to max cap, finish the story, and you get a decent amount of enjoyment out of it, and you could always just go back.
Yeah,
to do the grind if you so choose.
I'm starting to lose like Black Ops 3, like Zombies is starting to lose the magic for me just because I'm almost 500 hours into that game. I think I've squeezed every single bit of juice out of it.
You squeezed juice that it wasn't there.
Yeah, totally.
You squeezed that orange and you poured orange juice on top of it and squeezed that out of it.
Yeah, I squeezed.
The extra juice you added on was pretty good.
I squeezed lemon juice out of my orange juice.
Yeah, that's what you did. That's way better. That's way better.
So I need a new game to just grind through. So I'm almost done with Zelda. I can pretty much beat that game whenever I beat. If you guys know what that means in that game, quote unquote, beat that game whenever I want. There's still a million things
you
to do.
can beat the first quest you're given in that game.
Yeah, I haven't even done Eventide Island. There are things for me to do in Breath of the Wild. You know what I mean?
But it depends on if you care.
Exactly. I can see. I have reached peak enjoyment out of that game. I think I only will get either the same or less. I won't get any more enjoyment out of it.
Which that game was designed not for you not to like. You can stop it whenever you want.
I'm 80 hours in, which is a lot.
That's a lot of game.
It's a lot of game.
And there's more if you care.
Yeah, I'm like if this game ended for me right now, I'd be like, this was an amazing game. Like
you were still
9 out of 10, honestly.
It's still like potential for like game of the year.
Oh, totally. It's a 9 out of 10 game for me, which is it's a very, very great game.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to get that many hours into a game, except for Black Ops 3.
This is a really interesting kind of game.
Yeah,
because they fixed a lot of what problems have with Destiny 1.
Okay.
But there's still a lot of leftover things that I don't know if they're just going to be there forever or not. Are they just part of the design?
Or will it take like a year to be fixed like in the first one or whatever?
Or will it be sooner or will it be never?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because what I played, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like I really like how this world looks, how the Guardians, the characters you play as look.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing about that. It's always looked cool to me. But my thing is just like,
and the environments are way more interesting in this game. They look amazing.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about, there's a location where it's like an oil rig on the sea, but I don't know if they explained why. Maybe they just haven't done the side quest that explains it. The ocean is like seafoam green, like green, but it's like infused like electricity is running through it. The waves are like gigantic. They look amazing.
That's cool.
They're really visually
when
interesting.
I look at this, like when I think about Destiny, I can't help but think about No Man's Sky.
It reminds me of that art style, for sure.
It's not even the art style thing.
The colors as well.
For video game comparison reasons, why No Man's Sky doesn't do well and games like Destiny do well, because the idea of No Man's Sky is cool, but there's nothing to do. And people, when they play video games, they like to do things.
Yeah.
And Destiny's all about doing a thing.
There is a dragon to chase.
And it's kind of a never-ending thing that always has something for you.
Well, there is a dragon, and you can catch it, but it will take you hundreds of hours.
Yeah, which is
because there is a level cap somewhere.
Like there's a point where there's no point in playing anymore.
Well, if there's no point in playing, if you just can't get your number, there's a point where the number can stop moving theoretically.
Okay. Yeah.
That will take you a very long time.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you won't. Most reasonable players won't see that.
Okay, I think we spent enough time on Destiny. So good game.
Weird little game.
Good game, but be cautious.
Yeah, because you have to. Honestly, this game is legitimately worth a look at.
Okay.
Someone you know has it, try renting it. I think this game's worth a rental just to see.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened this week.
Yeah.
Because God, there's a lot.
There's a lot of weird things.
Guys, new Pokemon type of thing. I'm kidding.
There's new Pokemon stuff, but
no one cares.
There's some stuff talking about 3DS.
All right, you care. You have a 3DS, so you care about that.
Well,
right?
the thing is, I hate the 3DS.
Oh, all right.
I hate the games that are locked onto it.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of games I think should have been on Wii U or Switch.
Yeah. Okay. So talk about 3DS then, because I skipped it.
The problem is there's a lot of games that I like or are only for the 3DS that I have to play.
The new Metroid.
Lots of games. That new Metroid game, people are liking it. And that sucks. Because
it's a good game.
Because I hate the 3DS, but I have the worst 3DS that you can have.
You have the original 3DS?
The original vanilla 3DS. That thing, the 3DS screens are pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Like they're worse than the PSP.
The best, by the way, guys, version of 3DS.
Guys, I have to read it again. It is worse resolution than the original PSP.
Okay.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, I totally overlooked that. The PSP came out in like 2004.
You forget because we have Vitas.
Yeah,
and the Vita,
and the Switch at this point.
The Vita like original model screen is gorgeous.
No, yeah,
for a portable, it is gorgeous.
What the Vita can do is PS2 level, like the best of the PS2,
like high-end PS2,
which you know,
like
it's not a new type of thing, but it looks good
for a portable. It ran games well, and it really helps if your screen has good colors.
Yeah,
that's what really matters is color count.
But yeah.
They've announced a lot of different types of DSs.
Yeah.
Well, 3DSs.
Yeah, well, I was about to say,
each with increasingly dumber names.
The best version of 3DS is the new
2DS XL.
The new 2DS XL is the best version of the 3DS,
and
which
at
is
this Direct, they announced a very sexy looking white and orange new 2DS XL.
Okay, I didn't see it.
And if I need to upgrade my 3DS just so I can play games that I want to finish them or just play them because I got to. They're really good games on there. I hate the 3DS so much.
Uh-huh.
I think I might end up picking that up. Probably like $250 or $200.
Okay.
It's a portable. They weren't that expensive.
Yeah.
I might just pick it up.
All right.
Because I need.
If there's enough games for
I needed to upgrade for a long time.
I'll definitely never buy it. There's no game. I don't think there's anything
every
on there
3DS game I own, I have not finished. And they're not short games either. They're like 30 to 40 hour games.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are
things.
And there are other games that I have not played that are just locked onto that goddamn console. like Phoenix Wright is locked to the 3DS.
Dang.
The newest one is locked to it. Same with they announced the remake of Apollo Justice. I love that game. I'd love to replay it again. It's only going to be on 3DS, and I'm like, God damn it, bring it to Switch or phones.
Yeah,
because they ported all the Phoenix Wrights, most of them to phones, and they play great there.
Okay.
Which people, if you want to play Phoenix Wright, you can buy the phone versions of each just fine.
Okay.
If you just want to play them because they're very good games.
Anything else on the 3DS?
3DS also showed off. They showed off a weird little Mario Party game.
Yeah,
which is
what is it called?
Mario Party the 100s. Which the idea is. It's they're gonna have new boards.
Yeah, it's a horrible name by the way.
It's a bad name, but
it's all of the
weird idea.
The best of Mario Party in one
100 of the best Mario Party mini games, which is an oxymoron, in one video game.
Yeah.
Mario Party are not good video games.
No.
But you can pull fun out of them.
Yeah.
But
the way I see Mario Party is you don't want to own a Mario Party, you want your friend to own a Mario Party.
Yeah, and then you play it for an hour and go, man, that was kind of a waste of time, and then you play something else.
Totally.
Every time like Mario Party's like, oh, we played a match.
Yeah.
We're done for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Because Mario Party is infuriating. But maybe it might have some of the mini games are legitimately pretty fun. It's
a weird thing to put on the 3DS. See, that's something I would expect them to put on the Switch.
Like a downloadable game.
Yeah.
Like a downloadable.
It makes so much sense.
eShop game.
It makes so much. I think there's going to be a new Mario Party on the Switch.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, which is probably why they're not going to. They don't want 2 Mario Parties in the
two competing of like the same.
For at least for the Switch, because isn't there already a Mario Party on the 3DS or no?
Yeah, there is one.
Yeah, exactly.
There's already one.
So I guess they don't mind having 2 on the 3DS because they already know that console's on the decline.
And it's been around like there's such a big gap of time.
The fact that I didn't even know, I didn't remember that there was one. You know what I mean?
Mario Kart 7 was on the 3DS. That came out years ago.
Yeah, God.
And they still advertise it on their commercials for TV.
Oh, wow.
They go, get a 3DS and play Mario Kart 7. I'm like, that game came out like a billion years ago.
We're on the second version of Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 is like kind of old too.
Yeah. We're on the second version of it.
Yeah.
So there'll probably be there's definitely going to be another Mario Kart.
The 3DS is not going anywhere like anytime soon.
I don't think so. They just released a new freaking one. They're not.
There's a big install base. Yeah. So I'd like it to go away, or at least have those games be also on Switch.
Yeah.
But whatever, I'll just buy a new 3DS and 2DS, fucking dumb
2DS
names,
XL.
And I'll stomach it just to play games that I want to really. Because man, that new Metroid game.
I know
looks good.
You've been talking about Metroid
and that game
literally every single day since I met you.
That game didn't look so hot.
Really?
Because the devs made some bad games in the past.
Okay.
They don't have a good track record.
Got it.
But I was like, the people seem to be enjoying it.
Cool.
And I haven't heard of a good Metroid game in a very long time. I was in like middle school or whatever the fuck. No, the good Metroid games came out before I cared about Metroid. And I've played about Metroid for like at least a decade.
Yeah.
And that sucks. I hate that.
Dang.
The last new one I liked was like Metroid Prime 3. That is not a new game.
It's not like the Sonic problem where there's a lot of them, but they're just bad.
They just stopped making them. Period.
Got it. Okay. So it's like Mega Man then.
They made a bad one. Well, people debate it's bad. It's bad.
Is it like the Mega Man thing then, where they just don't?
Well, they used to make games every couple of years, and they made one. People didn't like it, and they just disappeared.
By the way, guys, just so everyone stops getting mad at lack of Mega Man games. You guys know there's like 6.
There's too many Mega Man games.
Well, the new one, like what is it, 6 through 10, right? Or 7 through 10 or whatever. Those aren't bad games.
Well, Lewis, people are getting mad because they just want 2D Mega Man. That's all they want.
Yeah, well,
which is totally fair, but there's lots of those.
There's like 4 years ago they released like the other, like they made like the 6 or 7 through 10.
People are still burned because they haven't made an actual new Mega Man game.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
I get that. I'm mad at that still.
Yeah.
And because my number 9 was not that.
Yeah, I want like another so we had Mega Man and then Mega Man X and then Battle Network. I want like another Mega Man and then end card.
Give me anything but those goddamn Game Boy Advance RPG games, please.
You don't like Battle Network?
No, it's just that if they do that, people will get furious.
Oh yeah, no. I want a jump and shoot
because I might like Battle Network if I played it now.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Knowing Capcom, they're totally gonna do that.
I'd be so mad, and it's gonna be mobile only.
Capcom for the past 2 years has been like Nintendo levels of like why?
How much do you want to bet that they're going to if they're going to be releasing Mega Man?
TGS coming up soon. It's like a game show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Battle Network-esque game, but only on mobile. Dude, I can see that. Like, I'm honestly,
that makes too much sense.
Yeah,
and I'm getting really mad thinking about it.
85% sure, chance that could be a thing.
Because fucking the new Puzzle Fighter game is like mobile free to play and looks like shit.
God.
And I love Puzzle Fighter.
All right, let's talk about like this good things, like the Switch news.
Let's talk about the good shit on the Switch.
God.
One bad thing about the Direct.
Okay.
They spent way too much time on the new Xenoblade game.
That's one thing.
Way too much time on that one game.
Because I've never played a Xenoblade type of thing. The idea looks cool. I don't know if I'm
not a fan of the Chronicles games.
I don't know if I'm gonna
because my baby brain doesn't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play that. But that being said,
the world looks cool.
They spent like 7 minutes on that.
Way too long for a single game.
And then they spent 7 minutes, which at the end, but we'll just talk about it now. They spent like 7 minutes on Mario Odyssey, which stop, please. That game, you're spoiling it all.
It comes out next month.
You're spoiling it all. I know everything about this game.
Well, they showed up a couple worlds for like a second, and they said, "Oh, we have like 10 more."
Yeah,
which made me very happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that because I talked about off the podcast. I talked about.
By the way,
I was scared there's gonna be like not enough worlds.
Do you know how big the download's gonna be?
No,
it's 5.6 gigs.
How? That's smaller than Zelda.
Very, very small. Yeah, and this is why people are kind of scared because it's like, okay, we've seen a lot, and it's also small.
You know what I think that why I think that fear is unfounded?
Huh?
Think about what Breath of the Wild was.
No, totally.
It was a game that had to be on the Wii U and the Switch.
Yeah,
they had to do some trickery to make it smaller.
No, totally. That game should be at least double the size it is.
Mario Odyssey, no, but Mario Odyssey is like that's prime Nintendo programmers and everyone working on that game.
Yeah, they're very good at compressing.
They are doing. Look at the Mario Galaxy lighting effects on the Wii. Just look up a video of it.
Okay.
If you look at that game and how the lighting textures goes off textures, it doesn't. That game doesn't make sense on the Wii. That game is gorgeous for the Wii.
Interesting.
They know that they can do some seriously good tricks with their hardware. They know what to do.
And that's what I'm hoping with Mario. See, Mario Odyssey. Dude,
that Direct made me way more confident in this game.
I did the opposite because I'm so scared.
Let me talk about some things, but in between.
Okay. I didn't know we're doing this in order, but
they announced an obvious character reveal for Fire Emblem. What is it? Fire Emblem Warriors.
Okay.
They added in Lyn, which was a no-duh character. They had to put her in, but this really is just solidifying. This Warriors game for Fire Emblem is going to be okay. The last 2 Fire Emblem games, Awakening. And then whoever was in Smash. Plus like a trophy character from Smash.
Okay.
No one you gave a shit about from any of those other games is going to be in here. And that blows. Because Fire Emblem has like 13 fucking games.
Oh.
It has so many games and so many characters.
And
they're only going to put in the most anime people and the people who are still remembered from those other games. Mm-hmm. Like Lyn's popular because she's cool. Ike's not in yet, but Ike will be in. Marth will be in. I think Marth is confirmed. Roy will be in. Those stupid half dragon people who don't wear shoes from the newest one are in. The big boob lady from the new one is in because we want to show skin because we're appealing to those people now because
video
fucking
games,
whatever.
Who cares?
Because anime took over that series in a big way because it made it sell well, which sure. But I'm like, man, this game is not what I wanted.
Do you like Fire Emblem?
Yes, I used to.
Okay.
I really used to.
Got it.
Because it was simple enough for my baby brain to get.
Are you going to like this one?
No, I'm not going to play it.
Got it.
Because it doesn't have people that I give a shit about.
Got it.
And I'm like, God damn it. I was like, maybe they might. That's that weird character that nobody knows but me and like 10 other people who give a shit about the series.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, that's not going to happen. And if it is, it's going to be goddamn DLC season pass.
Yeah, whatever.
So I'm just like, this game, I'm writing it off.
It's another game on the Switch.
I can put it in its grave where it belongs in my brain.
I'm just whatever. It's a game on the Switch, and I'm happy that there are those.
And they went, hey yo, motherfuckers, did you guys like Doom?
Yeah. All right.
We're bringing Doom to the Switch this holiday season. Also, Wolfenstein 2 next year.
Yeah, okay.
And everyone went, wait, what?
First, let's talk about the Wolfenstein because I have way more thoughts on the Doom thing than the Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Wolfenstein 2 is coming out this in a cut it
comes out this year.
Yeah, it comes out in like November on everything else.
Yeah.
Which is in like a month. And then we have to wait 2 months or 3 months to come out on the Switch. Which
I presume like early quarter one next year.
I'm gonna say February probably.
February or March.
Yeah, it's not January for sure.
No, that'd be too nice.
Some people are saying that probably no way.
No.
I'm currently playing Wolfenstein 1 on my PC, but God, it's the worst PC port I've ever struggled through.
It's not a PC port. It's just weirdly optimized on certain systems.
Okay, great.
Wolfenstein 1 is weird. You can fix it. There's a way to fix it. It's just it's a little stupid, but it's fixable. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me because I tried.
You have to look for. There's ways to.
Yeah, I'll look again.
You should Google because Wolfenstein 1 is a good game, but man, the PC problems it has sometimes.
I'm going to beat this game, which I don't beat a lot of games for sure.
It's not that long either.
Yeah, it's not
like
that
10
long.
to 12 hours.
I like the first Wolfenstein a lot.
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very, very. It's a very, very good game. And Wolfenstein 2 just looks like a better version,
better upgrade,
a bigger, better version of
which looks a little bit sillier, which I think is a good thing to go into.
Totally, there are so many things about Wolfenstein that I was like, just keep
go
doing that.
Go a little more goofy.
Yeah, it deserves it because
there is like there's serious decisions that happen in that game because it is a kind of dark game.
Yeah, very.
But for the sequel,
it starts where you have. I'm not gonna spoil.
Well, yeah, but the premise is pretty bad.
Yeah. Totally.
So,
Nazis win.
And they show that off in ways that are like, this makes me feel bad because it should be. And then 2, they go in more into that, but they go a little less serious with it, which I think will feed into gameplay a lot better.
Yeah.
Because my favorite thing that happens about Wolfenstein 1 is goofy.
Yeah.
And it is part of the story, but it's a little
different.
I
know it's what the dream thing.
No, it's
no.
There's a point. I think if you get to it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Wolfenstein 2. I'm excited.
Are you gonna wait for the Switch port instead of playing it on PC?
I don't know. See, it depends on when I finish the first one. I'm taking my time just because I have played my Switch.
Because by the way, there's another Wolfenstein game to play.
What?
The New Order, the New Blood or whatever.
What?
There's a DLC story part for Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
They give like a $10-$15 thing. It's like a whole new, like a little short campaign.
Now, do you think the Switch version will have all of it or?
No, it's only Wolfenstein 2.
Oh, okay.
That was like a separate thing for Wolfenstein 1 that you can buy separately as its own game.
Okay, got it.
That's
interesting. So it's kind of like a Blood Dragon type of thing?
It's like a Blood Dragon, like an infamous, like the vampire thing they made.
Okay, cool.
It's like its own little separate thing you can play.
Okay, so maybe, I don't know if I want to wait, because I have a feeling that Wolfenstein 2 will be good on PC. I feel like it will be.
We'll have to wait and see, but I hope so.
Yeah, because
the
first one was...
Remember Dishonored 2?
Yeah,
Bethesda published it.
You know, Dishonored 2 got fixed. Relatively quickly, in like a couple weeks.
Lewis, did you play Doom on release on PC?
Yeah, I tried it out.
How was it on launch?
Great.
PC?
Doom is one of the best PC ports of all time, in my opinion. It's so well optimized. Like, I max out that game. Okay, so that game I should not be able to max it out on my PC. My PC is at this point, I'm running a R9 380, 4 gigs, which I mean, it's a good graphics card. It's very good.
It's behind the times a little bit.
At this point, it's 3 years old, 3, which I shouldn't be able to max out games.
Yeah.
But I'm able to max out Doom. Okay, get 60 FPS, perfect.
Really?
No drops.
Impressive.
It's a very, very, very well optimized game.
It's a very good game as well.
It's a very, very good game, and so
the composer's a very, very good boy. Mick Gordon is a god.
There's so much stuff in that music, dude, and the fact that they've hit Easter eggs in the sound effects is like,
it's because that guy he worked on some of the music for Killer Instinct, the new one.
Okay.
And he's one of those people who did that for music.
Okay.
So like the Killer Instinct has like a very distinctive theme, and in the menus, like when you would finish a round, it would play a different tone that was a different part of the melody of the Killer Instinct theme. Cool. He's that kind of guy. Yeah. And me and you love people like that.
He put if you put the theme song for like the menu music for Doom, if you put that into a Spectrum analyzer, you see a pentagram.
It's awesome.
And then the goat horn face thing.
It's awesome.
Just like, God. That's and it sounds good. Like, how do you do that's so hard.
Like, I only know 2 people who've done that. It's Nine Inch Nails did that for one of their songs.
Yeah, well, Trent Reznor is also a madman, so
and Aphex Twin did that.
Okay,
where he put like a weird face at the end.
Interesting,
because Aphex Twin is actually insane. Because the music he makes very like intricate electronic music.
Okay,
so he's one of those crazy, like, he's almost a fetishist of sound. So he's one of those crazy. Mick Gordon's just like,
yeah. So
I love Mick Gordon so much.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 2. I don't know if are you gonna wait?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I want to see how it performs on
the Switch first. Yeah, like, I think I'll definitely do that. I don't see. I'll wait
because there's so many games that are coming out at the end of this year.
Yeah,
at the end of this year,
Mario Odyssey is gonna keep me busy
for a while.
Yeah,
or not. I don't know if I'm just gonna bear with that game because I just might.
Who knows? who knows what that game's gonna hold? We don't know. Because it could be huge, it could be not.
Because what I forgot, the way they were talking about this game a couple months ago, they had two like little charts of like Mario platformers.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was like 3D World and like some of the spin like not really like I'm not gonna say like they're not real like Mario platformers, like they're kind of like offshoots of Mario platforming in a way.
Okay.
And they put Mario Odyssey in the lane of 64 and Sunshine.
Yeah,
but that's the thing, we haven't had that in a long time. I forgot about that because I replay those games occasionally. I was like, it's been a long time.
64 is not good though. Do you like 64? Because
it's a good game. It's just aged.
Okay,
it's not a bad game. It is aged.
All right, because I know there are two camps. People who
people who hate Sunshine. Who vehemently
played Sunshine.
Hate Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I see. Like 64, I do not like. I've only played it on emulators, right? And I played it with controller. But
the camera's a little bad sometimes. But it's an overall great game.
All right. Yeah, but I know
it's aged for sure. But it's like one of the best games ever made.
Okay, interesting.
It's just aged.
Okay.
Same with Ocarina of Time. It's aged. Not a bad game.
No,
still pretty good. It's aged.
Yeah, well, Ocarina of Time, I think.
That's not a bad thing for a game. Just it's older.
All right.
That's just the face of fact. It's older.
Yeah.
It's not a bad video game because of it.
Fair enough. So yeah, Wolfenstein 2. I don't know if I'm gonna get on PC or Switch. I hope it's gonna be good because we can once Doom comes out on the Switch.
We'll get to kind of like a test of what
that'll
give
us our if Doom run. Okay, I'm pretty sure it won't run at 60 FPS on like docked. I
hope they can try.
That game? The thing about what makes Doom so good is that it runs at 60 FPS and it feels good because of it.
Because the
movement in Doom is so perfect. It's perfect. Like
it's a fast-paced shooter.
Yeah, it's fat. It's not because it's a fast-paced. It perfected the fast-paced shooter.
Campaign. We haven't had a good one like that in.
Well, we haven't had a shooter that feels good in so long
of that scale because we had stuff like Painkiller and a couple other games that were like this. They were good games. I like those games a lot. But
I know people.
It's fun to see them with a budget.
People will be mad to say, but Call of Duty's up there with shooters that feel good because it does.
But it's a different type of shooter. It's an arcade shooter.
Yeah,
it's hard. Call of Duty's paintball. It is just paintball.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing, but it's just paintball.
I consider
games like Doom and Wolfenstein are like their own beast of shooter.
I consider Doom and Wolfenstein two different types of shooter though. Doom is I consider an arcade shooter too. Like
but it has more of the old elements of shooters like picking up health and
no. There's definitely
that's what Wolfenstein works so well because it takes parts of modern shooters and just does things that are kind of different.
Yeah, exactly.
Not always the best effect, but they.
No, Doom did it better, but
because Doom is like that's like Doom, but more modern, but not in a way that ruins it.
Which I think I was just talking about this last week, where I'm wondering what an FPS will look like on a Switch.
There was that weird third-person shooter they showed at the Direct, where it was like you shoot at the limbs of robots.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
That thing looks weird.
That looks so bad. No,
that was
please.
a bad video for that. That
idea sounds cool, but the art style is no.
It's a little ugly.
Is no. Yeah, I like that idea where like. The combat changes the way you
get shot and shoot your teammates.
The way you interact with the game.
Yeah.
The way you getting hit changes the way you interact with the game.
Yeah.
Is very interesting, right?
Yeah, it's like the limb crippling system of like the Fallout games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But the art style is just no. But so Doom will be our first person shooter on
AAA shooter.
That will, in my estimation, will solidify whether or not shooters is a possibility on the Switch because if it controls bad, if it's not at 60 FPS,
and it doesn't sell well either,
it's gonna sell fine.
Numbers,
I think the initial numbers I think will be good.
But I mean, if word gets out about it, controlling bad, people won't buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there'll be a long. The first couple of weeks will be great, and then after all the reviews come in, they'll be like, oh, if it's bad, like then it'll drop.
Actually, that won't happen because Bethesda is stupid. You remember about this?
They just put anything. What?
No, they don't send review copies.
Oh yeah, God.
Yeah. So people won't know until.
Oh, that makes.
Yep, people know until maybe day 2 or 3.
And then also another thing that'll. Big problem with the Switch right now is the storage issue. You know, the NBA 2K thing where you have
certain games without the external storage will cause
5 gig save files.
Yeah,
that can only be saved to your Switch. If that because Doom is a. NBA 2K makes no sense because it's not like graphically intensive. It's just I don't understand why that has to be a thing.
It's just I don't even think the FIFA game has that problem.
Yeah, I have no idea why. Doom, if it would make sense for that to happen, but if it does, it kind of would say it's like okay, the highest quality possible game we can get is a game like Doom.
Yeah.
Which is a very high quality game, but
without like an expansion pack add-on on it or something.
The problem is I don't want to see the cap of what the Switch can do in the first year of the thing.
That's why I'm saying let's wait for another big AAA Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who know how to mess with the technology the best.
Yeah, true.
Because it's theirs.
Yeah. Bethesda's not known for optimization.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Skyrim teams and all that.
Yeah, they're known for the opposite of that. So who knows? I'm excited. I'm definitely going to get Doom on my Switch because I love that game so much.
Yeah, I'm willing to double dip in that game.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because I spent like $5 to get it on my PC.
Doom is
it was on sale.
Good video game.
Very good video game. They deserve your money.
Yeah, they're all the praise I got.
Yeah.
The game should have been awful, and it was not.
No, yeah, it shouldn't have worked.
That trailer was very disappointing, and then the game came out. I was like, no, never mind.
Yeah, it wasn't disappointing. It was interesting. I consider
Well, the trailer when people saw the long executions and how linear it was and how kind of slow it felt, it was just a bad trailer.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Because it didn't represent the game's gameplay
well
at all.
No, okay, I see what you mean.
But the game is great.
Yeah, the gameplay aspect of that trailer was not.
So let's go back to Mario Odyssey. What made you scared about it that you saw?
I keep seeing
because they didn't show that much new. A lot of it was stuff we've already seen in other trailers and gameplay demos.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Like,
it
feels sort of like 3 new worlds. How they looked for like a second.
Maybe it just feels to me like no. I don't know. It's the type of game.
I think you're scared of like getting dehyped.
Maybe.
Like you're afraid of like inflating your hype too much where you'll ruin the game for yourself.
Maybe that's what it is. Because
you don't get hype for games.
Huh?
You don't get hype for games very often.
I try not to.
Well, in general, because you know what happens to you.
Yeah, I know what happens to
everyone
video
knows
games.
their own like hype levels of like where it can make a game worse.
Yeah, exactly. And that I really hope Mario Odyssey isn't bad. Because
so just don't follow Nintendo on Twitter so you won't get their updates on the game anymore.
Yeah, that's probably what it just
because that's what they said legitimately at the end of the direct. But we're gonna put all new updates and stuff for it on Twitter.
Because I feel like there's been so much release of what that game is. I feel like we already know the things.
But it's a platformer. That's the thing with this. It's a video game that's all about the control, how it feels. That's what doesn't matter to me.
True. Yeah.
I get mad if they show up like the last boss or something crazy or like a secret mechanic you only get if like you 100% the game.
Which, by the way, I watched a review on Zelda or something, and it showed like the final boss like right away. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a review. It was showing 60 FPS Zelda.
And they show the boss.
And it showed the
final boss encounter. That's fucked up.
God, I wanted to die. I was like, oh, okay. Thanks.
That's fucked
up.
Thanks.
You suck as a human, and I hope you die in a fire. If you do that, you're a bad human and don't deserve to
have fun in video games.
You don't
you can still live
life. You don't deserve the video game life.
Yeah, you can still live your life though.
So you're excited for Mario Odyssey?
I still am because
I am too. I'm not saying
mainly
I'm not.
all it really was just showing off how many worlds they had to show off and how varied they seem to be. Because they made like the ghost level really interesting. They made like the water level like a cool tropical beach, and everyone gets to talk about the hot new take, the real hot news story.
Mario's nipples.
Mario's goddamn niddly nipples.
Yeah.
Because Link has none.
Yeah.
And everyone said Link gave them to Mario to borrow, which is funny, but
whatever.
They should have given him Mario chest hair. He is Italian after all.
Yeah. Is that racist? Possibly.
Maybe. Genetics, though.
It's all right. Yeah, eugenics.
I know Italians who are very hairy.
Yeah.
You said Mario needs chest hair.
What else happened?
That was kind of really the highlight of it.
That was pretty much it, right? There's a Japanese only game that got announced only on the Japanese stream, but it's Japanese only.
There's nothing to talk about with it because there's not much to it. It's just a trailer.
All right, let's talk. All right, we're an hour in, but we got to talk about the movie that we just saw. I saw again today, but it's
let's talk about the clown in the corner.
Okay, so what? Okay, first of all, impressions. Good movie.
Good movie. Not hard to beat the original whatsoever.
Well, okay, we can't. A lot of people haven't seen the original.
I will compare a bit of it.
Okay,
the parts that are still. The half of the movie that they essentially remade for this, I will compare a little bit of.
Okay. So this is my second time watching it. So going into this rewatch for me was going to solidify whether or not it's a 9 or an 8 for me. Mm-hmm. And it dropped down to an 8, which again, it's up there for me. It's a great movie. I still put it up there with some of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it deserves. It might be getting a little bit too much hype, I think.
It's nostalgia. Because people remember Pennywise and the It Clown. So they're happy that the movie's good.
Maybe that's it, but
that has to be a part of it.
But most of the people I'm seeing talk about this haven't seen like the original.
Really?
Yeah. So
they know the clown at the very least.
Yeah,
Pennywise is really iconic.
Yeah, I guess, but you know what I mean. They're like me.
They don't have the childhood.
Yeah. There's no attachment to the character or the movie or anything. They just know it's like, oh yeah, I remember that existed. I remember seeing that on the shelf of Walmart as a kid or whatever. But
Tim
never
Curry
it.
spooked me because he wore spooky makeup.
Yeah, whatever. But
then he turned into a 3D stop motion thing.
Yeah. It kind of sucks because I noticed a lot more bad. Billy's dad was bad.
Billy Corgan.
Yes. Billy and
Smashing
Georgie's.
Pumpkins came in and played a song. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah. He just did that in the middle of the.
Pennywise covered Smashing.
Dance.
Pennywise covered Smashing Pumpkins.
That's even better with his giant mouth.
Yeah.
So, by the way, this is gonna be spoilers, probably. His dad was very bad. That scene where he's like, "No, Billy, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead." Okay, like that. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh, that's not great." But
it reminded me of like the TV movies acting.
Yeah,
some of it felt like that.
It was very bad. God.
Yeah. What's your mother see?
Other than that, I think the acting was still great.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because it was just the kids, and that should have been the worst thing ever. Because kid actors suck.
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard, best child actor ever. He
was really good at making me hate him.
Yeah. Which is kind of a type of hate, though. It's you suck.
It was hate that was fun to hate him for. It wasn't just the acting was annoying or the character was annoying.
Yeah, it's because
the cast all shit on him the whole movie.
We all know that kid, and God, everyone hates that kid. See, but he still always hangs around.
If the other kids didn't like deny him of jokes, he would have legitimately ruined a lot of the movie for me.
Oh, totally. This movie was very self-aware.
Yeah,
which
in good ways and bad.
Describe the bad.
The jokes.
Like what?
The amount of jokes. The sheer amount is a problem.
Okay.
Because they're going for more rapid fire comedy in parts that are not the horror movie parts. Some of them hit, some of them don't. But the ones that don't feel like they were ad-libbed in terms of quality.
But I know what you mean.
But not the fun, like, oh God, what the fuck? Anchorman ad-lib kind of thing.
No, they're more like, okay,
it's like okay,
the best Finn, do a Yo Mama joke here.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what? Just make it up.
It's like, okay, we'll change it, but redo the same joke again.
Yeah.
And it feels weird.
Yeah, and then they just cut whatever the best one.
Because some jokes you can feel are written way better.
Yeah.
Like the quality of them regardless of
totally. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird when the good ones hit.
Because regardless of the ones that made me laugh or not, like the amount of quality of some of the jokes is a little weird.
The best joke of the entire movie is gazebos.
Yeah, that one was funny. Because it felt very genuinely like a kid would say this in their anger.
Yeah, totally.
That's my only joke that I think I remember from this movie.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot of little things. I don't know. There's something like the loser, and then he changed it to lover. Like those types of jokes are great. Like
But people think that's cool, not a joke. That's the problem.
Okay, whatever. Okay,
it was misread by the audience wrong.
Yeah, I saw someone got that tattooed. So
it's very uncool.
Honestly, I don't care about audience reaction like that anymore. Just because the Get Out ruined audience reactions to me. Because people have taken Get Out so seriously. I hate it. Because Get Out's a good movie, but stop.
See, now you know what happened to me with Rick and Morty for a while.
Oh, okay.
Because the fans are like that. Well, the loud, obnoxious ones are like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because Rick and Morty's great, but stop.
The people who take it seriously are up their own ass.
Totally. Yeah,
they're all a bunch of Jerrys who think they're Rick.
You know, that's kind of why I haven't watched this last season of BoJack Horseman. Because God, I'm so tired of nihilism. Yeah. It's so boring now. Nihilism was cool like 4 years ago.
Well, because it's the flavors of it are not diversified.
No.
In terms of like how people are doing it for comedy.
The same. I'm sorry we moved on to this, but just real quick. The problem with the whole these like
everything's really serious and sad.
Yeah.
Even the comedy for everything is like serious and sad a lot of the time.
Yeah, like the joke is everyone dies, haha, we're all gonna die one day.
Or they're a bad person.
And then it ends where Rick tries to kill himself, and then stupid music plays in the background, and then whatever.
And the gag is that he fucks up. And
yeah, and it's like, I get it.
It was funny at the time, but
yeah, totally. But
that joke has just gotten like. I think it's a consequence of just the times.
It's also the point of nihilism is that nothing matters. So I think you get that.
But there's different ways to express that idea because it's not just locked into just that.
Yeah. Okay.
There are branches of things you can do with that.
Fair enough.
And people don't do that stuff.
Back to it. Did you like the
horror parts?
All right, fine. We'll do that. We'll do the horror parts. We'll do and then I want to do the like overall.
The first half, the horror parts, I was like, can we move on?
Okay. Like what?
All of it.
Okay.
The first half of like showing a lot of the kids' fears, I was like, we're gonna do the loud music. We're gonna do.
It was all the horror movie.
But it was predictable. But it's all the modern shit that I despise.
Yeah.
It's the slow pan to the weird angle for a second,
and then
cut back to reaction
cut the
phase,
music,
cut
and
back
then,
to the dark or the corner or whatever you're looking at.
Yeah, cut away and then come back and it's there.
Noise that is ungodly loud for no reason other than just to startle you because we don't know how to make a good scary thing.
Yeah.
Because people forget, startling you is not scary.
No, I hate
that's just you clapped
jump
your
scares.
That's just you clapped your hands in my face and I was like, oh, I jumped.
It's the most primal.
It's lazy.
It's literally primal reaction. It's our.
Just, I want to survive.
It's our reaction to snakes.
Yeah, because this movie didn't scare me at all.
No, for sure not. No.
There was like some tension in a couple scenes, but none of it was like, oh my.
There was no payoff for the tension.
No, it was just, oh, my shoulders feel a little tense because I just don't want to get yelled at again.
Yeah. So I have to compare this movie to It Follows because It
Follows doesn't do it as bad.
No, I'm not. I'm saying this
okay,
is
I'm sorry.
A good comparison for me because the reason why I like It Follows so much and why I like it so much is because they thought, okay, let's write a very good movie, and then let's put the horror things in afterwards.
See, that's what that point doesn't work because that's just what a good horror movie is.
No.
All good horror movies are just that. So that doesn't really make it any better for me.
Okay, interesting.
A good horror movie just does that. It's also like The Witch came out last year. Mm-hmm. Fantastic movie. It's a horror movie. I
still need to see it. Yeah, I know.
It's fucking slow. It is a slow burn.
I watched like the first 10 minutes of like, oh, this is a thing where I need to like.
You have to shut up and watch.
It was like 9:00 in the morning.
And that's one of my favorite movies I've seen in a long time. It's great.
Yeah, I need to see it.
But it is a good film that is also a horror film. Mm-hmm. People forget those are not. I get people. It's a commonly assumed thing because it's really true. Horror movies in general are shitty. As films,
it's hard. It's a very hard genre to make.
Horror isn't easy to make. No, good horror is not easy to make.
It's one of the hardest genres to do.
So I don't think it's just being a good movie doesn't make it better. It's how was it a good movie? How did it deliver tension and fear? That's what made It Follows fascinating.
Okay.
Because it took bad horror tropes in the 80s that were played out, twisted them a little bit, and then just kind of had their own ideas thrown in there as well.
See, the reason I'm comparing it to It Follows isn't the horror part, it's the movie part. Like, which I have to separate them just for the sake of this argument. What I like about It Follows has nothing to do with the horror. I like the character, like the way they follow the characters and the world that they live in and how little they explain it, but how curious it makes me about it. And
it feels alien.
Yeah, totally. It keeps me wanting to watch more of the movie.
Because you're wondering, is this like a reality that just has a monster in it, or is there something else going on?
Yeah. It makes my mind constantly move around.
It feels a little bit surreal,
Totally.
Like the way some of the horror is delivered.
Yeah. So that's what I liked about It Follows. So with it, what I liked about it was I really, really enjoyed following these characters. The kids were great.
The kids are the best part about the movie.
They're so good. Well, it's like 90% of the movie is so. But and that's good.
But they can be written shitty, and they weren't.
And I'm so glad that they did a good job because it's most of the movie.
They had the problem of there's a lot of kids.
Yeah,
and like 2 or 3 of them they just kind of forgot about for a lot of the movie.
I can tell that
it's mainly the black kid who just kind of gets forgotten about for like 2/3 of the movie. I know for a fact
there is a director's cut of this movie that is way better,
which I would like to see.
Yeah, it's just this movie's like 2.5 hours long, and they just like, oh, this is getting long. And
because every time I'm like, oh, the kids are on screen and they're like just talking with each other or just doing their own shit.
Ah, so good.
Cool. Okay, they're gonna go into a dark room. I'm like, God damn it, we're back here again. Let's move on. I'm bored.
See,
because they're repetitive.
Yeah,
the only one that I thought was interesting was the one with the kid who's scared of like germs. Is when he's
the leper
when he's in the field.
Yeah.
The leper was cool because it was like broad daylight. It was interesting.
Yeah, you don't see that in. It's hard to do horror things.
But then they ruined it with like dubstep when he runs away, and I'm like, what? It was so weird.
See, okay, we'll get to that, but that's the stuff I liked. The weird that should,
but not weird in a way that was like. And like for a cool flavor, it was just a bad choice. Dubstep for a horror movie is a bad choice. I will put my foot down.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing that dubstep in general is bad for horror movies. I just think
I've never seen it as well, and I've seen it a lot.
Putting it in this movie like that to me was great.
It's 1989, for fuck's sake.
But
it's extra dumb because they put in period music from that era that people would like.
Yeah, it's weird.
One of the best jokes is about a pop group from the late 80s.
So, yeah, that joke where they. With the
New Kid on the Block, that joke is fucking awesome.
The one where they're in which one? They're in the room.
Yeah. And then for like 5 seconds they play a song,
and then it just cuts away.
That part was great. I love that part.
That was like a Tarantino-esque feeling.
Yeah,
like that was like, oh, Tarantino directed the scene.
It was funny. Yeah. I wanted more of that in the movie.
Yeah,
but it only happens once. It only happens once.
You know what? I wish there was a little
bit
more...
that, not like exactly that, but more like that kind of stuff.
Okay,
I agree. It's like different parts. Like they wanted to make this movie in different ways.
Mm-hmm. It definitely feels.
And they couldn't quite agree on what they wanted to do mostly. Like what kind of tone they wanted to go for.
It definitely feels like that. And the way I look at it, I like.
Which I'm not going to say that's like the worst thing about it. Because,
no.
Because it is a fucking bizarro book of like. Because, okay, I'm not going to go into details of the book exactly, but
it's weird.
The book jumps in between events a lot in a frantic way. That's why I'm going to leave it. Like it's confusing.
Yes.
The book is confusing. I'll leave it at that. The book is confusing.
Yes.
So adapting it at all is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. There's too much.
There is literally too much.
Yeah. The turtle thing, which they added, they put a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie that they added in for like homage to like the turtle thing, and then the lights and all the Stephen King things that I don't know. I only know about because I watch reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a fake fan. But the feeling of it gets back to the dubstep and the music thing because I love and I think this is where we disagree. I like that. Like one of my favorite things about the movie is that it's weird. There are things that feel like it shouldn't be there, and it takes you out of it, but it does it in a way to me that seems self-aware, and so I'm like, oh, that's weird, and I feel like I don't know. I don't
agree with that because this kind of movie they're making it. There's no reason to do that.
That's not a
like this is not like a weird like experimental film or like they're trying to make fun of the original It movie because they're paying it respect as best they can.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It feels like they're mistakes or they're like arguments that just had to get settled.
Maybe it's hard for me to make
movies that have. I watch art movies every now and then because I am into weird inconsistent shit.
Yeah.
Every now and then because I will dip my toes in because I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I'm into weird music I
we're both into that music as well.
Yeah,
but it feels like they're just mistakes on people's parts.
I can't. It's hard.
It doesn't feel intentional because it's too much. The weird that we're describing is not consistently weird.
No, it's not. But that's
not what makes it good, and that's what makes it frustrating.
To you, this is why I think we're just gonna always disagree. I don't think there's any way for us to like agree on this part because
it doesn't feel like they're trying to do it on purpose.
I see what you mean. It feels jarring. I like the fact that it feels jarring.
No, I like it when.
And here's my thing. It's hard for me to go with the argument. It's like, well, if they're trying to make an homage to the original, or it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, maybe, but I'm looking at this as the one movie that I am watching in front of me, right? Without the history of what it is, I'm looking at it as like, okay, the movie in front of me, what's happening? Weird, jarring things. Cool. All right. Sure, it might not fit in with what it's supposed to be, but for this, at least for me personally, because I haven't seen the original.
See, accuracy for this movie, I don't give a shit about. I didn't care about that at all.
Yeah, okay.
This movie is terrible. I didn't care. Mm-hmm. They could have done literally anything in this movie, and I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, I agree.
Because I've seen the original. It's not very good.
I haven't. So
and you don't need to. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's not where my problems with the movie come from.
Well, that's what you said though.
No, that's not what I mean.
Okay.
The inconsistency is not because it doesn't feel like it's. Because you're saying they did it like that because they're trying to be self-aware. Self-aware of what? They're making a movie? Is that what you mean with that? What is that self-aware thing you're talking about?
I feel like
when you said when
I say self-aware, I guess for this I mean like it's like, okay, we are going to take
because they're not breaking the fourth wall. That is not what they're doing.
I don't think so either.
So what do you mean by self-aware?
I think it's more like, okay, let's take them out of the movie real quick and then show them something weird. And
see, because they did that correctly a couple times with Pennywise.
Oh yeah, Pennywise was
that stuff is what I think it should have leaned more into.
Yeah, I guess we should just get it right out of the way. Pennywise was the best part of the movie. Like the kids, and then maybe the kids, and then Pennywise.
When they're together near the end of the movie, it's very fun.
It's very good, but separately, I'm saying like the character of Pennywise in this movie is so good.
He's always been a good character. Yeah,
so good. It's so good. I don't know the actor's name because he has a weird name, but he did phenomenal job.
Yeah,
phenomenal job. Some of the CG was very, very bad.
Yeah,
which upset me. But
they're trying to be self-aware. They made it bad to jar you. See where this argument falls? That's what I mean. That's why I don't agree with you totally on that.
It's hard for me to follow that argument, but
there's a famous gif of him dancing in the thing.
Yeah.
And that part is shitty. It made me laugh because it was shitty, I think, on accident. Because I like that kind of bad stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's not. It's bad. That part is straight up just bad.
And I disagree. I think it's great.
It's weird. So not good.
I don't know. I don't know. I think I just have weird. I like weird. You hear my.
You like Annabelle, so what the fuck am I arguing with you about? What do I even care?
I like Alien too.
See, I'm gonna stop talking about the horror parts because we have different horror tastes.
Yeah, maybe. And I haven't seen as many horror movies.
I'm sorry, I feel bad, but your horror tastes are bad. I'm sorry.
Not all of them.
You like Annabelle. I saw it. That movie's shitty.
Just because I like that one movie. Like, there's other movies I like that are good. Like, It Follows and Alien.
Have you seen Shining?
Yeah.
You like that movie?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
See, that's what I mean. It's like
my taste is weird, for sure. But
that part is just bad. Come on.
Like, what do you mean
Pennywise
by
joking
bad?
shit is fun, but that has no payoff. The dancing.
There's
no payoff.
It's so weird. I don't know. I laugh and I like it. It's
like the fun weird was like when he's like all fucked up in the fridge and he's like all full up on himself.
Oh, that was awesome too.
That part was my favorite part. Or like when he has hands come out of his mouth.
Yeah, that was weird.
Or the way his eyes roll back when his teeth open up. That's a fun weird stuff.
Here's why I like. Oh, did you like him waving with the severed hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was like at the second half, I'm like, okay, if they don't stick to this in the second half of the movie, it won't work, and they did.
Okay.
Because at that point they said, you know what, fuck it, which I kind of wish they kept it the whole time. I was like, let's make Pennywise creepy but kind of funny.
Yeah.
And they did do that in the second part of the movie.
I think they did that at the beginning too.
They did at some points, but I was like, just do it all the way.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the first part of the movie. The first part of the movie, I think, is legitimately really good. Where he shows up for the first time in the sewers.
Here's what I'm just thinking right now, though. Mm-hmm. So it feels maybe like they built up to getting sillier, right?
Yeah.
And so the final silly is him dancing in the trailer.
But we were in a packed house, and they laughed at a lot of the jokes that I didn't think were funny. But whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
But no one laughed. No one cared.
I don't care about. I thought it was great. I'm just saying for me personally.
No. What I mean is that if that's the thing what they're trying to do, it didn't work. If
okay.
that's your argument of like why it's there, it didn't work.
Maybe.
That's what I mean. It's a failed scene.
Okay.
It's a failed part of the scene.
Maybe.
That's my argument.
Maybe. Okay.
If you think it's meant to be funny, nobody laughed.
All right. I can see that argument.
That's
if a joke doesn't land, if the majority of the crowd doesn't laugh, it's not a good joke, right?
Yes.
I get that argument. That being said,
I'm not saying you're wrong to think it's funny, but I think that scene fails.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you on that.
That's what I mean. I don't want to say like it's not funny to me, so you're wrong on it being funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that misconstrued.
Well, you just said the same thing about Annabelle, so
Annabelle still sucks though. It is an objectively bad horror movie.
All right, fine. I like it. Whatever.
Yes, you mean like a bad movie. I love tons of movies that are actually shitty.
Dude, we've already like
Prometheus. Okay, Prometheus. I'll understand that. It's not a terrible movie.
All right. Okay. I like Prometheus more than Annabelle.
That's right. That's correct. That's correct in how movies are made.
It's hard to have like topics with you sometimes about these things because it's just like I feel like
I like things too much, so I care about the details that make them good.
I'm a nerd too.
So when they're wrong, I get really upset because I know people can do them better.
I can tell you're clipping the mic. I can tell.
I believe in people because everyone can do better, and I know they know how to make it better.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes me. I don't like things being bad.
Yeah.
I hate it when things are bad because I know everyone can do better.
There's something about,
but it's still a really good movie. It's just the parts that are bad are just like that's a shame.
You know what I like? I like the bad parts of it the way I like the bad parts of Star Wars, where it's like but
they're charming to you.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I just think it's charming. I love it. I really do. When I watch. Like I said,
I can't fight you on that.
Yeah, the way that the way that it seems like it builds Pennywise to get sillier and sillier and sillier until the very end where he's dancing like a madman with horrible graphics. It's like, God, this is great. It's so
literally
weird.
Like, it's like a model head sitting, and then they rigged a model and put it behind the head, and they put like another screen.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay, I objective. Fine, objectively, scientifically, it's bad.
No, I think it's funny in a different way because I think that's hilarious how bad it is.
Okay, see, I think it's hilarious because
it's the only part though where I'm like, it's bad.
I think it's hilarious because like I said, it's the same way. It's charming to me because it's like I think they tried to get Pennywise sillier and sillier and sillier.
See, the Star Wars
while the movie gets more and more serious.
Yeah,
it's such a weird dichotomy that just shouldn't work.
Some parts of that work, some parts of it don't.
Okay,
that's my thing with it. It's like it feels like they were trying.
It's not perfect. I give it an 8. It's not perfect.
Yeah,
like I agree.
8's very high praise though.
Yeah,
which is fair.
It's a very high praise. I love this movie.
I think it's a good movie,
but
I don't think it's great. I think it's good.
Would you give it like a 7?
Like a 6 or 7?
7. Okay, yeah, that makes.
It's great. Yeah, it's not great, but it's good.
It's a good movie. People should watch.
There's nothing to go see right now, so that's why everyone's going to go watch it. Just go watch it. Also, quick side note, because we were there like not so long ago, there was like 12 kids in there.
Yeah, dude.
That were younger. Okay, my sister wanted to go see it. She's 12.
Yeah.
That's fine. Whatever. At that point, you know if your kid can handle that stuff, if they're mature, or they can. I think there was like 8-year-olds in that theater.
Dude, no, okay. When I saw it with Alonzo, rest in peace.
It was pretty.
Shut up. Like when I saw it with Alonzo the first time, there were literally a newborn baby in the theater.
First off, fuck that person. By the way,
if you bring a newborn baby
to any movie, leave.
Yeah, leave. But especially a horror movie. Like you're ruining the child and everyone else because it's a baby.
Loud noise will startle it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Period. Exactly. That's how babies do.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised that when we watched it, the baby didn't explode, because
maybe it already did explode like before the movie started.
It was just a dead baby.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, I think we've come to the crux of our disagreement here. I like the bad because I personally think it's charming, and I like the dichotomy overall.
I think I'm kind of bummed because I really liked Pennywise's first scene.
Oh, it's very good.
I thought it was dope, and then we didn't get any more of that kind of tone.
For the
scary parts.
Well, this is why I think my assessment is correct in that I think they started Pennywise as creepy.
Yeah, and they wanted to do silly.
Yeah, and then got him sillier while everything else. No. I think
you're correct on that. Honestly,
they introduced the kids as a bunch of nerds who make horrible yo mama jokes, right? Yeah. And then
because they're middle school kids,
yeah, totally,
they're little shitty kids.
Fine.
That's fair. That's how kids are.
But then as the movie goes on, the kids get more serious and more crazy, very serious
because life runs into
but then the opposite happened to Pennywise, and I think that's a
cool idea, and I think they kind of did.
Yeah, I think overall that's a success. I agree that there are parts that didn't hit as well. I think you're more critical on those parts than I am.
Yes.
I think that's the best assessment of this movie for us. All right.
Yes.
So overall,
because it is a horror film that's not scary.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not scary.
There's no
point in this movie.
So at least I know plenty of people are scared by Mr. Spooky Pennywise.
Yeah,
There's funny videos of people.
I am not scared.
There's funny videos of people in Pennywise's outfit in the theaters and the women running out of the theaters.
Yeah.
That shit's funny.
That's hilarious.
But that's not me.
I've never been scared of clowns.
Okay, I have to clarify as well. I'm not a brave boy with horror movies a lot of the time.
No, neither am I, dude.
I can be scared. It's not too hard to scare me.
I'm constantly holding my face when I'm watching horror movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not that bad. Not
always, because I'm never covering myself, right? I'm never covering my eyes, but I'm like covering my mouth and just like, oh, there's a thing.
See, I've been more tense. I was more tense during The Hateful Eight than this movie.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And I wanted that feeling for like at least some of this movie, and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of like, that sucks we didn't get that.
Mm.
But overall, it's a solid movie.
Mm-hmm. I agree. There's
the little things. There's little things peppered around that bother me. They don't ruin the film.
It's hard for what
They're not big.
I've been saying this since the first time I watched it. This is the second time I watched it. I consider it like a Poltergeist-esque horror movie.
Don't compare to Poltergeist, you fuck.
No,
don't.
Do you not like Poltergeist?
No, I love Poltergeist. Okay. Don't do that to Poltergeist.
No. I'm saying here's why. It's not scary, right? But it's good.
Well, Poltergeist has tension. That's what I wanted.
Mm.
You can have a not scary movie that
I didn't recognize that much tension. I forgot
there's a good horror movie that I saw where there's like almost no kind of monster or spooky thing in it the whole time.
What?
It's like some weird little small movie. I have to remember what it is. But I'm tense the whole time.
Interesting.
I have to fucking find it again.
Saw 2.
Yes. Saw 2. Whatever the
Final Destination 5.
God. At least
Which, by the way, one of the characters in Final Destination 5 literally dies by a plane falling on him. That's an actual death.
Shut up! You're lying to me.
No, I'm not.
That's too funny. That's too funny. That's Acme. That's like Looney Tunes shit.
Yes, other people die around them.
Wait, does it fall like straight down, or does it crash into him?
It crashes.
Okay, but I thought it fell like straight down like at a fucking like a weight in like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
No, here's what.
God, that'd have been so funny.
That's hilarious, but to me, it's funnier because there are other people around, but it zooms in on this one character as a plane crashes, and it's like everyone in this room is dead. But why are you focusing on this one human as the plane crashes directly nose first into that guy? It's hilarious.
I want less of those in horror things to exist. Because we saw horror trailers before this movie.
I think there should be 2 genres of horror. One for that and one for like good horror movies.
But there's so few good horror movies. Are you kidding me? There's no. Well, kick those out. Kick the friend requests.
Build a wall around movies.
Fuck it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the wall. I'll pay for it. God damn it.
All right. I think we've made our piece about this movie. It's a great movie.
Good movie. Go watch if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. Main thing is I can't wait for the director's cut because it'll be
I want to see what they cut.
I have a feeling it'll be a better version of it.
Yes, I would love to see that version.
Yeah, because I think
legitimately the director's cut might fix a lot of my problems.
Maybe. Because
my problems are small, just scattered around everywhere.
Yeah.
They're not like major things.
Yeah.
Well, the major thing is like they forgot about a character.
Yeah.
But it didn't like make a giant plot hole.
But it feels like it's been cut. Like
it felt cut, but it didn't
first of all, like they say it's like, which I didn't really notice the first time because I remember saying like I thought they did it. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Because with the black dude, there's tension between him and the group. He leaves, and then all of a sudden he's back with all of suited up. Like there's a scene where he decides to change his mind, grabs his stuff, and then goes. Yeah. Either there's a conversation or he just randomly changes his mind.
For me, it doesn't shatter the
that
movie,
scene isn't there in the movie, and
it's
I feel like it's been filmed because
it's cut for time.
Yeah,
it's like a 2 hour 23 minutes.
Yeah,
it's a long movie.
It's almost 2.5 hours. It's a long movie, and it feels, you can tell, like watching this movie is like, oh, this is long.
It felt long.
If they put more scenes, I can see why this. It
felt bloated.
In a theater, for sure, no. Like at home, when you're like, okay, I'm going to be watching this 3 hour movie, fine. Yeah. Like you can't watch the Lord of the Rings director's cut editions in theaters. In theater, I've done it. I've done
those happen, and I thought about it one time.
Oh, I would do it. I would do it just because I know what they are. But
I did the math because it was all in one day.
Yeah, it's like,
and I was like, oh no,
it's like 12 hours or something.
Yeah, and they let you leave and come back. But
yeah, there's intermissions.
No, I can't sit for 12 hours.
I've done it. I've done it at home, so I can probably do it at theater.
Watching a movie, I just don't have that attention span.
Oh, okay. I have for Lord of the Rings because Lord of the Rings is great.
I have to watch this movie someday.
Do you like Lord of the? You've never seen?
I saw Lord of the Rings, the first one, when I was a baby boy. The whole thing.
Oh.
Forgot almost. I know the basic plot. I know the basic plot of Lord of the Rings. The very base is because pop culture. And
a bunch of boys walk.
A bunch of boys, they go, I need a ring because if a bad guy gets it, things will go bad. And then a guy with a beard who's very nice, rest in peace.
Yeah.
He becomes a white supremacist, and then he gets good magic.
Yeah, and then they throw a ring in the volcano, and then it ends.
And then people go,
well, what about the Eagles?
Eagles.
Yeah, and then the Eagles play. And then Hotel California plays.
And they forget why movies are fun.
Yeah, because you can't have.
But other than that, I don't know much about Lord of the Rings. Honestly,
watch it. It's
I want to watch them all in a day.
I don't know if you should watch the director's cut first.
No, I'm gonna watch the base ones.
Yeah, I agree.
And then if I give a shit, I'll go do those.
In like 2 years.
Yes.
Like give yourself
I will wait.
time.
I do that for a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I will just wait.
So anyways, our review of Lord of the Rings, great movie.
Classic. Changed cinema forever.
Totally. Game of Thrones of the show would not be a thing without the movies.
Western
Lord of the
fantasy
Rings.
Wouldn't be a thing without Lord of the Rings.
Well, I'm saying like, if you
fantasy in the West wouldn't exist without Lord of the Rings.
The way we view what an elf is because elves, dwarves, all those things is because like
the things that are now tired because people copy them too much.
Yeah, totally. Is because
Lord of the Rings exists.
Yeah, because Tolkien's a madman and spent
20 years of his life.
Madman. No, he spent like 20 years of his life writing
fighting
languages.
His publisher like for years.
Yeah, and like writing languages
because he's stubborn in the best way possible.
Totally. Yeah, which I've read the books. They're not as good.
They're war books. They're not like fantasy novels.
No,
like
they don't read as
books.
It's one of the only times where the movies are way better than the books, and I don't think anyone disagrees.
Delivering a story.
Yeah, and I don't think the books are not made for that. They're made for like, hey, it reads like a history book. That's what it is. Yeah. Which Game of Thrones kind of reads like a history book too, but there's
more flowery language.
Plot, and there's less talk about
numbers
what a table looks like because there's in the books there's literally 2 pages where they talk about like the shadows. It's like, oh, it was so dark. Like this is the feeling that every single character had. All 7 characters in this room about the darkness, and it goes on for like 3 pages.
That could have been trimmed.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
In for Lord of the Rings, which anyway, it's a good movie. I was gonna end it there, but I decided not to.
Just ruin the ending.
I know. I totally did.